Clone Commander Wolffe, CC 3636, served in the Clone Wars as commander of a tight-knit unit known as Wolffe Pack. A seasonal and battered combatant, Wolffe has witnessed some of the worst the war has to offer. Despite tragedy, he fights bravely on, proudly brandishing his battle scars and instilling loyalty among his men. Hello, welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today I'm bringing you Commander Wolffe. Now this guy is my second purchase of a Black Series character, and again another character that's been sitting on my shelf that needs a review. So here he is. Now I did Captain Rex first, and now I'm showing you off my Commander Wolffe. And even though it was my second purchase, I was a little bit more disappointed with Commander Wolffe, but not saying that he's a bad figure. A little story was he was on Amazon. He was £17 on Amazon. And it was an amazing price because all the other prices I saw him was £30. I was out shopping, and then when I got back, Amazon actually sold out. So I was a little bit angry, and in my frustration, I went out and spent £35 on this character, which, to be honest, is still a good price. I think he was still in Forbidden Planet the other day, and he was $32.99 in the store. So that was the first time I seen him on a peg. But still, it was still the price I paid for him, and I've had him for probably about 4 months now. So, you know, he's still holding his price, so that's good. So here he is, Commander Wolffe. Again, he comes with 3 accessories like Captain Rex, sorry, and he has his 2 DC pistols and a removable helmet. So first of all, we'll look at his accessory, which is his gun, and they're both the same. So we won't go over both, but again, it's just done in that sort of gunmetal grey, and you got the detailing and everything on there as well. I think these are in a lighter grey than Captain Rex, but yeah, it's definitely got the look there, and they just fit in his nice holsters just on the side, and he has his removable helmet. So I always think the helmet of Commander Wolffe, you either like it or hate it, and I'm not a big fan of it, I must admit. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate about that, but I think it's just the visor. Well, I don't think it's the visor, I think it's this part here. It just looks a bit weird, it just looks a bit strange. But I love Commander Rex. I'm getting their names mixed up because they all look the same. But yeah, so Commander Wolffe, I loved him in the Clone series. I just thought it was great the way he works with Plo Koon, which we definitely need a Black Series figure of. And yeah, I mean, especially like the wolf markings and stuff like that, which is great. Although technically I don't think a wolf exists in the Star Wars world, but hey ho. So anyway, he's got all his markings on here, and you can see the reminiscence of sort of like a Boba Fett sliding through here. You know, they seem to have these sort of red markers on their head as well, which I think Boba Fett had that on his head. I can't really remember, to be honest, but I know he definitely has these yellow bits on the side, and yeah, looks great. We just got the movable visor as well, and yeah, and inside it's all painted the grey colour, unless it's all the white's added on by the looks of it actually, rather than, so it's grey moulded with the white applicants on there. And yeah, it just looks totally badass, and that would just go straight on his head, straight down, and it fits him a bit better than the Captain Rex did. It feels more, it clicks down, and his chin, you don't see it at the bottom, where Captain Rex's bit is cut out just at the bottom down there, so it sort of sticks out slightly. So, you know, it does fit him a lot better. Anyway, with that then, we'll go over his articulation. And he can turn left and right, he can look down, he can look up. He has not great articulation in his arms, and this is one of the left side downs from Captain Rex, and I was a bit like, oh, they haven't got the same bodies, so unfortunately it is different sculpts on there. We got a rotation just underneath his shoulder bell, and he has got a double jointed elbow. And what I did with this guy was I expected Captain Rex's body, and where I turned the arms, it split just down here on this tiny little part here. If I push a little bit of pressure on there, you might pick it up on camera. There's just that white little line there, and it's a split, and it shows up more on this side because it's actually completely snapped. And that was just me trying to get that double jointed elbow, just moving this second arm up, and you've got to move it independently to this one, because I did that and that pulled that and snapped. So yeah, if you're getting that, you're getting this guy, just keep in mind, like it's a bit loose now, bear in mind he's not the same body as Captain Rex. And then moving down, we've got the ab crunch, we've got a rotation, you can get his legs out this far, he's got a rotation here at the upper thigh, he's got a double jointed knee, and he's got a rocker and a pivot and rotation at the ankle. So he's got the articulation there on the lower parts. It's just his arms, unfortunately, and I think it's pretty much the same sort of mould with the new Obi-Wan Kenobi, because his arms just don't move as well. But on there, you know, he's just got those parts there, and we have his sculpt and his paint applications as well to go through. And again, unfortunately, it's not on par with the Captain Rex, and I think you can see why. But his face, yeah, it does look like him, but it doesn't look like him. I don't know why they didn't keep the same face. I wonder which one's first. I mean, obviously, I'm just getting into Black Series, but here's Captain Rex. And you can just, you know, to me, they don't look like the same character. But it could be because of that side there of his face. But yeah, I think this Captain Rex is done a lot better. But saying on that, he's got his hair mould. We've got this scratch over his eye and the blind eye, which is great. And the paint application still on his face still looks great. You know, it's not like it's a bad thing. I think it's just a little bit of the sculpt there just looks a bit different. His face looks a little bit elonged. Anyway, moving on. So on his arms, we've got his decals that go down on his arms. And we've got the wolf symbol on this side, and then it just moves around to his backside. But I just don't like the sort of weathering marks on there. The way Captain Rex has done, it's kind of subtle, kind of tea stained, when this looks like someone's actually just thrown some stools at him. It just doesn't look that great, unfortunately. And also his skirt isn't as good as Captain Rex as well. It's like really short. I don't know why. It just kind of sort of flares up at the top a little bit too much, and then it doesn't hang down just as nice. So just comparing the two, it just looks a little bit odd. Just getting down there. You can't really notice the grey as well on the black, but yeah. And then going down to his legs, it just carries on. We haven't got all the scuffs and stuff like that from Captain Rex, which is fine because I don't paint my characters like that either. But yeah, it just seems a bit odd that one is kind of like it and one isn't. But yeah. And then we've got his helmet on there, which carries on that sort of brown stainage. But here he is. And that is Commander Wolffe. So guys, another short, quick review of another character that sits on my shelf that is deserved of a review. So guys, you can comment down below. Do you think Commander Wolffe as an action figure is better than Captain Rex? Or do you think Captain Rex is better than this guy? Let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description. And then I'll catch you next time. Bye!